Oh yeah, Shakespeare time, y'all. Sir, you have done enough, and have performed a saint-like sorrow. No fault could you make which you have not redeemed. Indeed, paid down, more penitence than done trespass. At the last, do as the heavens have done. Forget your evil. With them forgive yourself. Whilst I remember her and her virtues, I cannot forget my blemishes in them, and so still think of the wrong I did myself, which was so much that ereless it hath made my kingdom and destroyed the sweetest companion that e'er a man bred his hopes out of. True, too true, my lord, if one by one you wedded all the world, or from the all that are took something good, to make a perfect woman, she you killed would be unparalleled. I think so. Killed! She I killed! I did so!
But thou strikest me sorely to say I did. It is as bitter upon thy tongue as in my thought. Now, good now, say so but seldom.
Not at all, good lady. You might have spoken 1,000 things that would have done the time more benefit and graced your kindness better.
You're one of those would have him wed again. If you would not, you pity not the state, nor the remembrance of his most sovereign name. Consider little what dangers by his highness fail of issue may drop upon his kingdom and devour in certain lookers on. What were more holy than to rejoice the former queen as well? What holier than for royalty's repair, for present comfort, and for future good, to bless the bed of majesty again with a sweet fellow to it?
There is none worthy, respecting her that's gone. Besides, the gods will have fulfilled their secret purposes. For has not the divine Apollo said, is't not the tenor of his oracle, that King Leontes shall not have an heir till his lost child be found? Which that it shall is all as monstrous to our human reason as my antagonist to break his grave and come again to me, who on my life did perish with the infant. 'Tis your counsel, my lord, should to the heavens be contrary, oppose against their wills. Care not for issue, the crown will find an heir. Great Alexander left his to the worthiest, so his successor was like to be the best.
Good Paulina, who hast the memory of Hermione, I know in honor, that ever I had squared me to thy counsel. Then even now I might have looked upon my queen's full eyes, have taken treasure from her lips, and left them more rich for what they yielded. Thou speakest truth. No more such wives, therefore no wife, one worse, and better used would make her sainted spirit again possess her corpse, and on this stage, where we are offenders now, appear so vexed, and begin, why to me? Had she such power, she had just cause. She had, and would incense me to murder her I married. I should so.
Were I the ghost that walked, I'll bid you mark her eye, and tell me from what dull part in it you chose her. Then I'll shriek that even your ears should rift to hear me, and the words that followed should be, remember mine. Stars, stars, and all eyes else dead coals, fear thou no wife, I'll have no wife, Paulina. Will you swear never to marry, but by my free leave? Never, Paulina, so be blessed my spirit. Then, good my lord, bear witness to his oath. You tempt him overmuch. Unless another, as like Hermione, as is her picture, affront his eyes. Good madam, I have done. Yet if my lord will marry, if you will, sir, no remedy, but you will give me the office to choose you a queen.
She shall not be so young as was your former, but she shall be such as walked your first queen's ghost. It should take joy to see her in your arms. My true Paulina, we shall not marry till thou bidst us. That shall be when your first queen's again in breath. Never till then. One that gives out himself Prince Florizel, son of Polixenes, with his princess, she the fairest I have yet beheld, desires access to your high presence. What with him? He comes not like to his father's greatness. His approach, so out of circumstance and sudden, tells us 'tis not a visitation framed, but forced by need and accident. What train?
But few knows but me.
His princess, say you, with him?
Aye, the most peerless piece of earth, I think, that e'er the sun shone bright on.
Oh, Hermione, as every present time doth boast itself above a better gone, so must thy grave give way to what's seen now.
Sir, you yourself have said and writ so.
But your writing now is colder than that theme. She had not been, nor was not to be, equalled. Thus your verse flowed with her beauty once. 'Tis shrewdly ebbed to say you have seen better.
Pardon, madame, the one I've almost forgot. Your pardon. The other wenches obtained your eye will have your tongue too. This is a creature, would she begin a sect, would quench the zeal of all professors else, like proselytes of who she but bid follow. Oh.
How? Not women? Women will love her, that she is a woman worth more than any man. Men, that she is the rarest of all women. Go, Cleomines, yourself, assisted with your honored friends. Bring them to our embracement. Still, 'tis strange he should thus steal upon us. Had our prince, jewel of children, seen this hour, he had paired well with this lord. There was not full a month between their births. Prithee, no more. Cease. Thou know'st he dies to me again when talked of. Sure, when I shall see this gentleman, thy speeches will bring me to consider that which may unfurnish me of reason. They are come.
Your mother was most true to wedlock, Prince, for she did print your royal father off deceiving you, were I but 21. Your father's image is so hit in you, his very heir, that I should call you brother, as I did him, and speak of something wildly by performed before us. Most dearly welcome. And your fair princess, goddess, oh, alas, I, a lost couple that twixt heaven and earth, might thus have stood begetting wonder as you, gracious couple. And then I lost all my own folly of your brave father, who, though bearing misery, I desire my life once more to look upon him.
By his command have I touched Sicilia, and from him give you all greetings that a king and friend can send his brother.
And but infirmity, which waits upon the worn times, hath something seized his wished ability. He had himself the lands and waters twixt your throne and his, measured to look upon you, whom he loves. He bade me say so, more than all the sceptres and those that bear them living. Oh, my brother, good gentleman, the wrongs I have done thee stir afresh within me, and these thy offices so rarely kind are as interpreters of my behindhand slackness. Welcome hither, as is the spring to the earth. And hath he, too, exposed this paragon to the fearful usage, at least ungentle, of the dreadful Neptune, to greet a man not worth her pains, much less the adventure of her person? Good my lord, she came from Libya, where the warlike Smallus, that noble honoured lord, is feared and loved.
Most royal sir, from thence, from him whose daughter his tears proclaimed his parting with her. Thence, prosperous, self friendly, we have crossed to execute the charge my father gave me for visiting your highness. My best train I have from your Sicilian shores dismissed, who for Bohemia bend, to signify not only my success in Libya, sir, but my arrival and my wife's in safety here where we are.
The blessed gods purge all affection from our heir while you do climate here. You have a holy father, A graceful gentleman, against whose person, so sacred as it is, I have done in sin, for which the heavens, taking angry note, have left me issueless and your father blessed, as he from heaven merits it with you, worthy his goodness.
What might I have been? Might I a son and daughter now have looked on, such goodly things as you?
Most noble sir, that which I shall report will bear no credit, were not the proof so nigh. Please you, great sir, Bohemia greets you from himself by me, desires you to attach his son, who has, his dignity and duty both cast off, fled from his father, from his hopes, and with a shepherd's daughter.
Where's Bohemia? Speak.
Here, in your city. I now came from him. I speak amazedly, and it becomes my marvel and my message. To your court, whilst he was hastening, in the chase it seems, of this fair couple, meets he on the way the father of this seeming lady, and her brother, having both their country quitted with this young prince.
Camillo has betrayed me, whose honor and his honesty till now endured all weathers.
Lay it so to his charge. He's with the king, your father.
Who? Camillo? Camillo, sir, I spoke with him, who now has these poor men in question. Never saw I wretches so quake. They kneel, they kiss the earth, forswear themselves as often as they speak. Bohemia stops his ears, and threatens them with divers deaths in death.
Oh, my poor father, the heaven set spies upon us will not have our contract celebrated.
You're married?
We are not, sir, nor are we like to be. The stars I see will kiss the valleys first, the odds for high and lows alike.
Lord, is this the daughter of a king? She is, when once she is my wife. That once, I see by your good father's speed, will come on very slowly. I am sorry, most sorry, you have broken from his liking, where you were tied in duty, and as sorry your choice is not so rich in worth as beauty, that you might well enjoy her.
Dear, look up. Though fortune, visible an enemy, should chase us with my father, power no jot hath she to change our loves. Beseech you, sir, remember since you owed no more to time than I do now, with thought of such affections step forth mine advocate. At your request my father will grant precious things as trifles. Would he do so, I'll beg your precious mistress, which he counts but a trifle. Sir, my liege, your eye hath too much youth in't. Not a month 'fore your queen died, she was more worth such gazes than what you look on now. I thought of her even in these looks I made. But your petition is not yet answered. I will to your father. Your honor not o'erthrown by your desires, I am friend to both them and you. Upon which errand I now go toward him. Therefore follow me, and mark what way I make. Come, good my lord.